Good morning. This 5-minute video, I hope to keep it at 5, is meant for those folks that may feel trapped or bewildered in the Bitcoin trade. Today is February 3rd at 12:30. My name is Don Marshall. I own and operate the Swing Machine Stock Market Caddy. I am not a broker. I am not a broker. I am not making specific recommendations to buy or sell anything. And obviously, trading futures, trading Bitcoin, investing in any of these products can and does carry tremendous risk. Also, I do not own any Bitcoin, nor do I trade Bitcoin, but we do use the Swing Machine, which is what you're looking at, to trade and invest in futures markets, stocks, ETFs all the time. And we do so on an intraday basis. We do so on a daily basis, weekly, and even a monthly basis. The programs that we've written are proprietary, and they're meant to provide us a consistent, objective view of the markets. They tell us when to get in, when to get out, and do so fairly reliably, I might say. We have been doing this for some 10 to 15 years, and I want to bring down and show you what the Swing Machine is showing for Bitcoin. Now, again, I do not own Bitcoin. I have not owned Bitcoin. I think the technology is fascinating, but I don't have an opinion. I don't have a story. I don't have a narrative. And that's the case with everything because, folks, I consider myself the dumbest guy in the room. And by the time I hear about a story, whether it's a story to buy something or a story to sell something, I figure everyone else has probably already heard that story. Therefore, we rely upon the Swing Machine. Now, Bitcoin futures, and this is the only thing that we can track because Ethereum, the other cryptocurrencies, don't have futures, and therefore we're not able to track them. And even on the Bitcoin futures, they haven't been trading long enough for us to provide a monthly view. That's how new they are. There just is not enough trading data for our system to render a position on it. But let me show you the 5-pack on Bitcoin, the daily. The Swing Machine actually went short 29 days ago, 29 trading days ago, on December 21 at 5 p.m. at 15,595. That one position is up on the short side, $35,000. You can see on the weekly position it is also short, and when it is up monthly it can't generate a position, not enough data. On the one Bitcoin futures, it last went short also. I'm sorry, in that, yes, I'm sorry. I was looking, it's also 29 days ago on December 21st. And that one position is up, it's kind of staggering, is up 6,805. The weekly is short from 4 weeks ago, but that position is actually flat, and once again monthly, not enough data. Now when we move across, what it shows us is the combined trend is very strong to the downside. The near-term trend, the speculators are also sellers of the Bitcoin futures contracts. The investor class is also selling the Bitcoin. And our altimeter readings show no sign of any buying. On a daily basis, this is the dynamic support level. This is on a 5-pack, 7,632. That's that first cut. This is what we also consider the low side, 7,444, and that is, of course, the high side. These we don't have enough data on a weekly and monthly basis to provide. On the single coin, the what we call the second cut low is 7,513. The low side, 7,387. Now, those low side numbers in a downtrend can get taken out. It doesn't mean that the system is going to get there. It doesn't mean that the system is going to stop there. It just means that it is a dynamic target area, as is the high side at 10,973. That is if we were to stop this downtrend, and we would begin to see it, our members, our private members, and we have private members that are belonging to us just for Bitcoin, will see this first, and we think we'll see it before anyone else. It can't get by us when the buy signals begin to come in. But there will be resistance now. And fortunately or unfortunately, depending upon what side is on, when Bitcoin first came out, much like when Apple first came out, there were no sellers, so everyone was a buyer, and everyone all the way up through 20,000 is very happy. But the people who bought for $1, of course, much happier than those that bought at 20,000. There are people that would have bought Bitcoin at 17, 18, 19, 20,000, and they want their money back. Therefore, when Bitcoin, like any other market, does resume some buying, and it will resume, they will run into those sellers. That is called resistance or overhead supply. So I'm not rendering an opinion as to when it will turn around. I really don't know. I'm not rendering an opinion on how far down it will go or how far up it will go. We're just showing you what the swing machine is doing right here, right now. And that is, it is short one Bitcoin, went short on December 21st. That position is up 6,805. And if we were short, which we're not, we would not even begin to think of covering this until we began to see some green. We would not even think to go long until the swing machine told us to go long. I'm Bag Don at StockMarketCaddy.com. I hope this helps you. I don't know which side of the trade you're on. I will just say this. If you listen to a story or a narrative, or you're looking for one on the way down, it tells me that you bought a story or a narrative on the way up. That is not a very conducive way to invest or trade. It can't be the way to the poorhouse. There's a lot of charlatans out here. There's a lot of people telling stories up and down. That's not what we're about. And whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Apple, whether it's 3Com from 20 years ago, it's the same old story. And it is in large part how and why we developed, my wife and I, Stock Market Caddy and the Swing Machine. We don't look for stories or narratives. We don't invest or trade on those narratives. We simply track money flow. And this is not using moving averages, by the way. They don't work. All right. I hope this helps everyone. We wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions about about our memberships, you're welcome to give us a call. We hope we can save you time and money. Folks, if you had held Bitcoin and had shorted the futures contract, you would be whole.